On far-off shores from Athens, a message did arrive. Please come to our assistance for freedom to survive. Long have our people suffered under this grip of thieves. Our futures have been smothered. Pray help us, hear our grieves. And as the news was broken to the assembly, a silence near unbroken passed a sober gentry. To take up arms for kindred, be it just or moral, this messenger so winded begged a bloody quarrel. For rumors spread from places much farther to the east, while dear liberty braces to confront a vile beast. For there a savage sultan sits on a potent throne, menacing sharp expulsion and avarice here grown. And to aid these far-flung isles, tussling, resistant, would welcome baneful trials from oppressors distant, and dread to all mankind, dashed into submersion, wrought conquering chains to bind, while all things being made Persian. Once Hellenic paradise, foams of Ionia, the hallowed home made excise, mounting dystopia. Send plea to the forbearers, do spare us from the yoke. See our present terrors, fellow bonds we now invoke. Heeded the delegation, pained by annexation, not free from consternation, weighty legislation. Take up the altercation, to gain liberation, our sacred obligation, fix combat formation. Swift vessels on quick surf brought tidings of crusade, mounted on foreign turf, unstormed a costly raid, and flung the furious king an arrow to the sky, promising vengeance to bring to whom did dare defy. 3 times a day he vowed revenge on all things Greek, to bold enemies unbowed retribution to seek, and ever on his thoughts did weigh this most brazen insult, assemble battle array, armed men to catapult. And though Greek trumpets sounded of well-fought victory, a darkness soon surrounded news from across the sea, bade a quaking agora hard omens of dim gloom, word of the diaspora, a thirst to isles consume. Vast battalions adrift, now various ashore, a dolorous beachhead rift, on Greek land soldiers pour, look on citizens in dread, imploring every prayer, to preserve each proud homestead, the nemesis does dare. Will not one stand up to fight, defend this sovereign land, our army not one brave knight, to melee in the sand? Along with the tide that breaks, ever greater the number, the giant slowly awakes from voyage's long slumber. Outspake one hardened fighter, words on the seaboard breeze. March in our armies tighter, cried out Miltiades. Encircle every hoplite, each patch along the cape. Spoil each route to Athens' height, and ruin our foes' escape. We have Sparta's solemn pledge, they march at next full moon. Forestall them on this low ledge, as if on land maroon. And with the gods' endorsement, here we will not perish. We have not reinforcement from the polis that we cherish. While burnt upon the altar, treasures to immolate, but once the line did falter, left passages frustrate. Stood firm the old Miltiades, the hero of the day, paved Persians' path to Hades, buffeted by the spray. When 10 tiring days had passed, slackened the Persian flank, staved immense army amassed, sly deities to thank. Free people outnumbered, breathed sighs of great relief. Invaders here encumbered, bested by Athena's chief. Poured out a sweet libation, sent home a note with haste. The carnage of salvation our bravest men have faced. And as each mother dearly clings to daughter and spared son, a herald's voice faintly rings, Hail Greece, the day is won.